The article, Conservation of the Critically Endangered Eastern Australian Population of the Grey Nurse Shark, Carcharias taurus, through cross-jurisdictional management of a network of marine protected areas, by Tim Lynch, Robert Harcourt, Graham Edgar and Neville Barrett, explains the importance of marine protected areas for Carcharias taurus aggregation and migration, as well as the management of human interactions with grey nurse sharks. Historically, the grey nurse shark has been a widespread and abundant species, migrating long distances north up the east coast of Australia in autumn and winter, and south in spring and summer. In more recent times, a huge decline of grey nurse sharks has occurred, rendering it a critically endangered species. This is due to natural life traits and characteristics, such as a late maturation age and biennial breeding following a long gestation. Intrauterine cannibalism further reduces their reproduction rate. The species has also been targeted by fisheries for oil and meat offshore of Australia, further reducing the population. Other factors that led to their decline include recreational spearfishing, game fishing, collection for aquariums, and capture in shark nets offshore for popular beach swimming destinations. Carcharias taurus was declared protected in 1984 and listed critically endangered in 2000. Shark counts were conducted to discover popular aggregation sites, as well as the population and average age of the sharks. These tests were conducted in shallow waters off the coast of Queensland and New South Wales and were not intended to provide accurate population numbers, but to focus on observed aggregation areas. Marine protected areas were formed in order to conserve the declining population of the grey nurse shark based on the observed aggregation areas of the sharks, which were deemed their critical habitat. Specific legislation and policies were put in place for the marine protected areas, including restrictions on commercial and recreational fishing and diving. These policies were reviewed through internet searches, phone interviews, and written requests for information from the managers of the marine protected areas. 26 sites were identified to be managing the conservation of the population of Carcharias taurus on the east coast of Australia. A total of 16 sites were declared critical habitat for the grey nurse shark in Queensland and New South Wales, with a buffer zone included around the New South Wales sites, and the Queensland sites offering protection within a 1.2 kilometre radius of the shark's aggregation point. 7 of these sites are declared as marine park sanctuaries, and 3 are marine park habitat protection zones. In conclusion, the observation and research completed for this article draws on the impending issue of the decline of Carcharias taurus and focuses on the conservation of this critically endangered species. The exploration and investigation into the aggregation and migration of the grey nurse shark led to the critical habitat and marine protected areas, resulting in the decline of fishing and culling of the species and their conservation and protection. Although the sharks are protected, their population has not recovered due to their unfortunate characteristics, with their population today being estimated only between 300 and 3,000 individuals.